Hello everyone, I'm Illinois Fire Alarms, and today we have an unboxing video. So it has been quite a long time since I've done an unboxing video. Of course, well, it's been a while since I've uploaded, period. But especially for unboxing videos, it's been a while. So this one is going to be a little bit different though. It's going to be kind of similar to the unboxing and repair I did way back on my Cerberus EH-24S. This is going to be kind of similar, so it's going to be an unboxing slash repair, I guess. So here I have ordered a device off eBay that was listed as for parts or not working. And I did that on purpose just because, well, I feel like I have the exact part that could probably fix this device. But anyways, let's go ahead and open up the box. There we go. That should be all good. You can see fragile. Let's get that box out of the way. So, what we have here is a Honeywell SC716B1019. Basically, this is what I believe is a Wheelock MT, just rebranded by Honeywell, as Honeywell makes stupidly long model numbers. You can kind of see the label there, that little blue part. That's where the original Wheelock label is, and it's in a Wheelock box. You can tell by the fragile there. So let's go ahead and open it up though. Here is our device. I don't believe there's nothing else in the box, so here's our device though. So you can see we have a Wheelock MT-24-LSM. Of course, it's the Honeywell rebrand. It is LSM, it's 1575 Candela. You can see right here they've written on it, I believe that says no strobe or something like that, because the strobe on this device is not working. The horn is supposed to be just fine. Let me adjust the camera here real quick. The horn is supposed to be working just fine on this device. It's just that the strobe does not work. So let me go ahead and get my 24-volt DC power supply real quick, and we'll move over to a testing location where we can test out the functionality of this device. All right, so now I have this device all wired up and hooked up to power, ready to test. I went ahead and removed those two screws that were on the back, and you can see I've went ahead and wired it up. I don't know what tone this is going to be set on. It's set on some tone that isn't the factory tone, but you can hear though there's definitely some rattling going on inside there, so that might have something to do with why it's not exactly working. But let's go ahead and test this guy for the first time ever. So here we go. So, turns out it is set on the high-low tone, which is kind of cool. As you can see though, the strobe is not working. So, let me just go ahead and fully verify though. Let me go ahead and run these two separately here, since I've wired them up as a 2-wire. All right, so let me go ahead and take those jumpers out there. So you can see the two contacts are exposed. Let's apply power to it. And let's go ahead and do horn first, sorry. That's working, so let's try the strobe. Nothing. Let's try these little strobe pins right here too. So now the strobe's working. So I connected up to these two pins here. You can see. No, you can't really see that. Hold up. So now the strobe's actually working. So that tells me that the issue is not what I was actually going to expect the issue to be. It seems the issue is on the terminal block here, probably right underneath here with these solder joints. So I guess what we're going to have to do in order to fix this guy is do a little bit of work on the main board. I thought that the strobe was going to be dead, and I had a replacement strobe in mind that I was going to use to fix it up, but I guess that's not the issue. So let's go ahead and return back to the table here, and let's start tearing this guy apart. So, as you saw from the testing portion, the problem at hand here is going to be a little bit more complicated than anticipated. I did have this spare LSM strobe right here that I was going to use to replace it, but obviously the strobe is actually not the issue. It's something to do with the board here on the back. So I guess we're gonna have to start tearing this guy apart actually. And let me go get my small screwdriver. Okay, so I've done some looking around and this did not take long to find out, but if you can see right here, this little trace here is quite damaged. I don't know if you can see that. If I can get the camera to focus on this. Yeah, right there. That entire trace is just disconnected. I'm not really sure what exactly happened here. It's not even connected at all. It's just completely burnt away. That's pretty strange. So that is our issue though. I'm pretty sure if I just bridge across this, then this should start working. So if you look here, these two are the strobe terminals. So this pin here is the positive. So it appears the negative right here is what's disconnected from this pin here, which is the direct connection to it. So I'm going to have to fix this right here. Alright, so I am back from the repair job. I've got everything all cleaned up here and it's now ready to be reassembled and tested. I had to move locations just because I have the air conditioner running, which is making a lot of noise, so I thought it'd be a little bit quieter in here. But either way, I did try to actually record me doing the repair job but I was having a lot of difficulties, especially with soldering with a camera in front of me, so I decided to just take it into my own hands, do it off camera, and make sure it actually looks nice and clean, which if I go and show you here on the back, you can see there is my repair job here. So I just took the jumper wire, jumped it from here to repair the negative terminal, which is what was all messed up there. So yeah, overall it wasn't too difficult. I was just rusty. I hadn't soldered anything in a while, and I'm not the best solderer in the world, but I think it's decent for what it is. It kind of looks tacky just cause, but this is definitely the best way to fix an issue like this. So there you go. And I have tested this off camera. It does work, but I will actually demonstrate the test. I did kind of mess this board up though, I believe, when I was cleaning it off with some isopropyl alcohol. I think I messed up the pitch of the horn a little bit. It sounds a little lower pitched than it used to, but oh well. It works. So let's go ahead and start reassembling this. All right, so I have the MT hooked up. As you can see, horn and strobe both together. I have it still in the same high-low tone. If you compare this to when I first tested it, you might be able to notice the pitch difference that I accidentally made on this, but that's okay. As you can see, it does fully work now. So there you go. You can see the strobe was in fact flashing. So there we have it. This device is now fully repaired. All right, so that is going to do it for this, I guess, unboxing and repair of this Honeywell Rebranded Wheelock MT, full model of course being SC716B-1027, Honeywell in their very weird model numbers, I guess. So that's why we just call it a Honeywell MT. But either way, quite satisfied with this repair though. It wasn't the most difficult. Of course, it wasn't the easiest. I was hoping it would just be a strobe swap so I could actually, finally use my spare strobe. That's kind of the whole reason I purchased this device, actually, because I thought it was just going to be a strobe issue. But either way, definitely quite satisfied with this repair. Got away with getting this device for pretty cheap, and it's now fully functional. So that's going to be it for this video. I apologize if this was a little bit messy or wasn't filmed the greatest. I was kind of scattered around when I was making this video. I had a whole lot of unused footage as far as me trying to repair and failing miserably. But anyway, that's going to be all for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.